Hello, it's the Maghen Show. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I got 2 videos, so I'm going to get started. Kisses to all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful... My daughter uses my makeup. And then when I get ready to use it, there's nothing in here. I have to squeeze it. Because it's everywhere. It's all on the wall. My mirror. I can't even look at myself in the mirror. She's painted this whole thing. I know. I want to get her one of those little, one of those little blackboards where she can paint. And she would still come right here. She gets into she's something else. She's different. She's from out of this world. My daughter. Kisses to all of you guys. I've had a wonderful week. Thank you so much for your love and your support. We are having a wonderful week. We are. And there's a lot all of a sudden now going on with Maghen and Harry during the time where her in-laws are not well. They're not well. Catherine's going through chemo. Okay. King Charles is going through his battle of cancer. Hold on, because my sister said, don't get on there playing with your hair. Okay, the dryer is done. Okay, excuse me. I got a lot to say, and I'm not starting over, so I hope whatever I was saying was decent. Kisses to all of you. This is what I do definitely want to say. I want to say thank you to all my supporters. Thank you for allowing me to have a channel where I can have a chit chat with some really cool friends and just kind of feel like we're talking about the same subject and feeling the same way. And then also what's cool is getting your opinion too. And that's why I do a lot of pinning. I do a lot of it. And it means a lot because that post to me has me thinking, So thank you guys for your comments. That's my favorite. But don't forget to hit like, share, and hit the subscribe button. I know I can get to 6,000. I mean, not 60. I just want to get to 6. Come on. We can get there. I think that would be a nice little cozy family. They say that at 2,000 and 3,000. I got really scared at 3. Anyway, I did want to say this about Maghen. I think it's kind of rude for her to be poloing, doing all this stuff, and her family is having a hard time, her in-laws. But, here's the deal. We've been waiting on Maghen's brand, her situation to come out, what she's got going on, for years. Then when it finally comes out, it comes out during a time where her in-laws are not, feeling the best. But I guess she thinks this is a good time to promote herself. What people are thinking about Maghen is they're realizing how ruthless she is, how empathetic she is, how self-centered she is, how self-absorbed, and you'll never understand that. You'll never be able to understand that. Be right back. I'm not through with the jam. As a matter of fact, I should have brought my jam back in here from last night. I'll go get it. Some strawberry jam. She is marketing some strawberry jam. Ooh, that's low. It just tells me how far she has fallen. It is telling me how far Maghen has fallen. Real fast. I heard about her brother. I heard about people getting upset about what he did, or what he said about the pregnancy and all, and doing his skit. Which, I mean, honestly, I have to be honest with you guys. When I was first watching it, I was trying to figure out what the heck was going on. It's like, what is he saying? Huh? Then he was sitting down or something in a position and pretending like he was Maghen with this wig on. And then he said, oops, something popped. All I heard him say was, ooh, something popped, and it went like that. And then something about it airing back up. And then he flipped off the wig and just went on. I said this a couple of days ago about Thomas Markle. He is extremely disappointed in his sister. He's extremely hurt. He is hurt. But not just that. Here's the thing. She's making money off of trashing. She's making money off of her relative's name, the Duchess of Sussex. And so Thomas Markle trying to make him a few dollars or whatever, because Maghen ain't giving him nothing. She's not sharing any of her millions. Oh, no. Me and my husband already discussed when we win the lottery. I said my mom will come here. We will go. We already got it planned. The millionaire lifestyle. But I got my mom, my sister, all my sisters, like, they're going to get a part of it too. Not Maghen. Nope. I heard that she's trying to stop her brother, Junior, from having his channel. And I even heard a few YouTube, GB News, and some other news that were a little disappointed in Thomas Markle. But I don't understand how is his skit different from anybody else's skit? How is Thomas Markle's skit different from Saturday Night Live? From She Don't Have a Soul? That was my favorite part. She didn't have a soul. You know, all this stuff. Chris Rock said she had won the light skin lottery and she lied. He said that she lied about her in-laws asking about what color the skin color would be. He said it. She lied because everybody was asking. But nobody sees those things. We do. But even though that we do see those things, my point is that his skit was to me in the same line as everybody else's skit. My skit, everybody's skit. Everybody has a skit. And Thomas Markle wanted to let the world know that Maghen's bump was from some air. He believes there was a surrogate involved. That's the story, not what he was doing, not the whole joke of it all, but the meaning behind it. they miss it. And then later, they want to pretend like they broke the story, the media. Kinsley Schofield. Yes, what's going on is da 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 da. She knows she has inside scoop about these two. And I don't see it. I don't see it. I hope that makes sense. Anyway. Honey. Oh, we are watching something. Hold on. We were just watching Kung Fu Panda 4. It was really cool, neat. Take this off my ear. Okay, give me one moment. Anyway, we're going to move on from Thomas. No. There's some people that are upset, disappointed, don't like Maghen, and feel like she's a fraud, and that she gets away with a lot of BS. I'm just saying. So, okay, this is how we're going to play this. We're going to do the Mimi song one more time, and then we're going to talk about, I think this is the Daily Mail. It could be. And then we're going to do some U.S. news. And we're going to show you how both sides is done. They're done. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's been over. Maghen just wants to pretend like it's not. Everything is going great. Harry's got that. He's got the African part issue. He got the Somali little girl. I hope I'm saying that right. He's got that. He's got things and responsibilities that he hasn't taken care of. And he doesn't look like this charitable person. He looks like a person that has lied and is not keeping his promises. And then he's got this self-centered wife that's all about her. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's always been her show. Harry is a prop, accessory. He is a sidekick. He is a fly on the wall. He is just that piece of meat that allows her to be her.
Please comment below.
Coming up later on the reaction, will Meghan's strawberry jam be enough to sweeten public opinion?
Not mine. Plus, is Trump's trial going to backfire for his enemies?
Okay, let's fast forward this.
All over again. She's announced.
Okay. So, people have been going in on Trump, and they're like, is Trump going to be upset with his enemies? Let's see what they're saying.
2 new reality TV shows. I can't wait. And unveiled her first product from her lifestyle brand. It's strawberry jam.
I got to say, my first reaction to this was, this is a woman we once thought, in the tabloid media admittedly, and just in the gossip world, that she was going to run for president at one point. I mean, she was aiming so...
Some idiots from somewhere believed that Maghen was going to be our president one day in politics, being a senator or some stupid stuff like that. No, she never had a chance. Her chance ended on the Oprah show. On the Oprah show. On the Oprah show, it ended there. Do. Now I gotta make some jam. Now I gotta make some jam. Now I gotta make some jam. Jam. Some strawberry jam. That's something I'm supposed to be advertising. That's that stupid stuff, strawberry jam. This is low. This, to me, I don't know what Kinsley them is thinking about, and these other people that is in denial about her being successful, and is it gonna be successful? If you don't know by now, then you ain't gonna never know. But those that already know and can see it, hello, I'm talking to you guys. She's got 500,000 subscribers. She's got some jars of jam, strawberry at that. No whippity cream, cinnamon toast, no with strawberry icing, none of strawberry jam that she has sent out to 50 of, surprisingly, her friends. Just like that 40 for 40. How she was going to help all the mothers that have been through COVID, help them get back into the, this was, she was going to give us some advice. You can give me some of that money from the Archwell, but don't be sitting around talking about you're going to give me some free advice. Like that's that stupid stuff. Like, she can advise us on anything. I know, I'm everywhere. Take it. She can advise us. We're going to do the 40 by 40. I'm turning 40. Okay. So, first of all, the 40 by 40 was supposed to be about us, women get back into the workforce. But it wasn't. It was about Maghen's birthday and how she, on her birthday, was going to give up her time. Like, it's precious. It's not. It's not valued. I'm sorry. It isn't. I don't want a picture standing next to you and with a Polaroid and then you blowing it and signing it, and who's sick, me or you? I'm the one that's supposed to be sick and not feeling well, and then you over here taking pictures with me like you some superstar. You're in my way. You didn't come here to see me. You came here to take pictures and pretend that you're this humanitarian, so we'll buy that strawberry jam. Look, she's slowly coming out with it. She sent 50 jars of it. I don't know who made those 50 jars. I don't know. But she made, and she sent them to these special people that would help advertise it and maybe go on their website and say, like that one did, and says, oh, look, I got a bottle of jam from, that would have been embarrassed. I would have opened this up and said, what? Why is she sending me some strawberry jam in a why is she sending me some strawberry jam in some royalty paper, royal crest, Duchess of Sussex, all about everything that she dissed. All about that. It's all about that. The jelly had her scribble on there, and then this like royal Sussex kind of looking thing at the top to let us know that this is coming from the royal household in Montecito. No, that's that stupid stuff. Try to sell it in the dollar store. And then somebody said, how much is it? What does it taste like? Be careful buying jam, being nosy, buying jam, and supporting that stupid stuff. Hey guys, I really do feel like sometimes we are all in the same room, hanging out, talking about this stuff, and it's just wonderful. Hold on. So she's come out with a Shazam Jam. That's what she should have called it. Shazam Jam. Sorry. Okay.
Hi. And now her big major life reveal is strawberry jam, and only 50 pots of them as well. She's only made 50 pots. And I just think it's a really lackluster start to this great new era in which Meghan is the queen, you know, sort of Gwyneth Paltrow goop star guru.
And is strawberry jam, because I think strawberry jam, you think Wimbledon, quintessentially English. Do you think that's part of why she's doing it? Because you don't think strawberry jam in America, do you?
No.
It's not exactly an American thing.
I think it's her new thing. This is so weird because she's supposed to be a feminist, okay? But in her sort of rebranding in America, she's Mrs. I make jam from my grandmother's recipe, and I cook, and I garden, and I value friendship. It's actually kind of very domestic style kind of rebranding for her. And so that's why I think she's come up with the strawberry jam thing. I actually don't think it's a Wimbledon-related thing.
I have to say, look, you probably know, I'm not keen on Meghan Markle. In fact, I can't stand her.
This is not a UK thing. This is an American thing that she's doing with this jam. Could you imagine Catherine with some jam? William would probably be like, "What is going on, Catherine? You launching some strawberry jam for what?" Some jam. But if Catherine was to do it, it would be for charity, not for Meghan's pockets. To me, this is as low as she can go. Some jam. Some strawberry jam. Like she got a garden with strawberries that she hand-picked herself, brought in there and squeezed it and did all that and made some strawberry jam. Is that what she's trying to say? Ooh, let me tell you what's really going to get funny. What's really going to start snapping is when we see her in the kitchen cooking. Now, that's going to be a sight to see. How she bosses people around and tell them what to do. And she's always in the kitchen cooking. She's the chef. We'll see. I'm watching that. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it to see it. You have to. You have to. When she's out in action, she shows us who she is. When she pushed Harry and was pushing and telling that young lady where to stand at the polo match and was not going to move, she was going to stand right there in the middle. That's where she was going to be. And then she wanted the other lady in the middle with her. Like she wants to be placed in a certain... So I'm just trying to picture her making some potato salad. Okay.
I think she's having to... This is a sign that what's gone on the last couple of years, Charlotte, has not worked.
No, totally
Poll
not.
ratings, opinion polls, proof ratings are absolutely
She's trying
rock
to find
bottom.
the safest
Absolutely.
domain to be operating out of.
Because-
Like, I'm a wife and mum and I
this
make jam.
Campaigning radical feminist hasn't worked. People just think she manipulates her husband, who's not very bright, into saying terrible things about the royal family. She's fallen out with her entire family too. And isn't the website, this lifestyle website, also about friendship?
It's about friendship. That's one of the things she's going to be celebrating. Friendship.
What does she know about
Can
that
you
then?
name any friends of Meghan Markle? Okay.
That's that stupid stuff. It's going to be about friendship too. What friends? Serena? Okay, let's name a few more. What's her name? Mariah Carey? I know she's not going to do that again. Who, Ellen? Ellen's gonna get on there and cook her a soup? A soupity doop? What friends? Her new Hollywood friends? Her new... Oh, God. Beyonce's gonna be over there cooking. That would be some stuff. People gonna lose fans hanging around Maghen. You can't be this ruthless. You can't be this mean, this evil. He said it. Her brother, Thomas Markle, said it. It's evil. That's what he said. Okay. Here we go.
The Nacho Figueres, the polo player, his wife, she's friends with.
She was friends with
Jessica Mulroney.
Fallen Out.
And her kids were, you know, pages at the royal wedding, heaven's sake.
She was friends with George Clooney and Amal. Oh, no. They met once.
They met once. Oh, and then
they were the wedding.
Oprah came to her wedding, but turned out Oprah had never really met them before and was only after a big interview deal, which, to be fair, she got.
And Oprah was so far in the front of that wedding, she was virtually in the Queen's lap.
Yeah.
And I do remember very early interview with Thomas Markle, her dad saying, she falls out with everybody. So the idea that she's going to be giving lectures on friendship.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a sense of, I think there's a crisis in Montecito if this is the best she's coming up with.
Yeah.
It's a crisis. It's a crisis in Montecito. It is. And then she puts that fake smile on her face and put on a very expensive dress and pretend like, oh, everything is going well in Montecito. It's not going well. Your kids are locked up somewhere. Someone needs to do a welfare check call. A welfare check call. You can call and say, listen, I ain't seen the kids in a while and you need to go check. If this is the best she could do, she should have waited. And the only reason why she didn't wait is because she took advantage of the fact that Catherine is not well. That's how, to me, that's how evil she is. This will be the perfect time. Catherine is in the house. She's not coming outside. I can do the polo, and then I'm gonna show me with the kids taking Polaroid photos. This is what we're talking about. But we're your audience. We're your fans. Not me. I'm saying we. The people that need to buy your stuff is not your rich and famous friends. Because how much jelly are they going to buy after you send them a case? She didn't send them a case of it. She sent them a bottle. Who sends a bottle? That's that cheap stuff. What did she do? Did she wrap it up and put it in some type of bow arena kind of looking thing? Because one can is insulting. At least 3. And then she wanted us to know how many she sent out because it was 1 of 17. Who does that? That's that ghetto stuff. Who does that? Who writes on a package, 1 out of 18? Okay. Somebody that wants us to know that she sent out 50 bottles to an exclusive group. I bet you she didn't send in any to her, to Ashley. I bet she didn't send any to that lady in Uvalde. I bet she didn't send any jelly to that school she just got through telling them to wave. She didn't send it there. No, she's sending it to her high power friends. Her A-lister best of friends. To Kim Kardashian, I'm sure. So, I don't care that she hangs around Kim. Kim's reputation is falling because of that. Hang out with her. They're telling the story.
Jam, as you say, this is a woman who's made major speeches at feminist conferences, and there was talk that she was going to talk she was calling senators in America.
She hired in Michelle Obama's PR man.
She did.
That's what got us all talking. We were like, this is a major sort of political PR person. What's she doing behind the scenes?
Yeah.
It wasn't strawberry jam back then. Do you need an Obama press advisor to help you make strawberry jam?
Maybe she's pitching for a job in the Women's Institute, Jam in Jerusalem.
Actually, that would be quite a good little move for her.
What do you think?
I don't think she'd actually go down too well in the British Women's Institute, and I don't think they have it in America.
Am I unfair in disliking her?
I think the problem is that we can see through this. We know that Meghan is not at home with her marigolds on, making jam.
Absolutely right.
And talking about friendship. We know that actually she's seen Gwyneth Paltrow, who created Goop, and has earned...
There she goes. She said, we know that Meghan is not at home squishing strawberries with friends and talking about, oh, this is what I do in my free time. Rwanda.
millions and millions, if not billions, out of Goop. So an Obama press advisor to help you make strawberry jam.
Maybe she's pitching for a job in the Women's Institute, Jam in Jerusalem.
Actually, that would be quite a good little move for her. I don't think she'd actually go down too well in the British Women's Institute, and I don't think they have it in America.
Am I unfair in disliking her?
I think the problem is that...
So we're going to detail
is that we can see through this. We know that Meghan is not at home with her marigolds on, making jam.
Absolutely right.
And talking about friendship. We know that actually she's seen Gwyneth Paltrow, who created Goop, and has earned millions and millions, if not billions, out of Goop. So we know that this is actually probably a marketing ploy, because she wants to be a serious, businesswoman, really. But she's trying to keep it so domestic, as if it's a low-key sort of thing.
Just remind me what Goop does, what that website's
Goop sells...
It's a lot of girly stuff, isn't it?
It's a lot of girly stuff, including candles that have very rude scents. Oh. But also, I won't say the word here, but it's called Smells Like My...
Oh, yes, I do.
But it is also stuff like sort of jams and perfumes and beauty products and stuff. And I can see that probably being the direction that Meghan's going to go in. But she's starting with 50 pots of jam made on her kitchen table.
And can I just say, look, I'm not an expert by any means on anything.
This is the start. So are you saying that the products and everything are ready to go, and we're just waiting on her to, come out with the rest? If you are going to be selling or sending a box to a friend, wouldn't you put all the different little products you're going to be selling instead of one? I'm just saying.
People are rushing and shouting at the screen, of course, but I thought the little pot with the twee little wrapping on the top was naff.
Naff, and also lacking in glue, because already the labels of all those little pots are starting to come off, which people have started noticing on social media. I can't imagine, anything other than she was just sticking them on with her Pritt stick at home. I mean, it does...
by any means, on anything.
Oh my God.
That website's
Goop sells...
It's a lot of shouting at the screen, of course, but I thought the little pot with the twee little wrapping on the top was naff.
Naff, and also lacking in glue, because already the labels of all those little pots are starting to come off, which people have started noticing on social media. I can't imagine, anything other than she was just sticking them on with her Pritt stick at home. I mean, it does seem like it's not a proper product here.
You cannot tell me that the sticky stuff that goes around the label is unraveling. That is tacky. That is, ooh. You did all this Riviera Orchard kind of a thing, and your stuff ain't even ready to go. You know why it's not ready to go? Because she's in control. It's all about her. It's not about the product. It's about her. And so when you hire someone to make sure your product is on point, who does she hire? Herself? No, it looks good. I want it just like that. That's how I want it. And then come to find out it ain't even sticking. And then they said the top looked like it was going to pop off.
It's on the top?
So she's got her... So you know Meghan's well known for her calligraphy. So she's used her calligraphy on the pots of jam. And I've spoken to a calligrapher I know today.
Okay. Yeah. Now, of course, she wants us to know all her talents. She did that in that Archewell website. She went on there and bragged about herself, so it was embarrassing. It was. That's how bad she was bragging about how wonderful she was. And, you know, I've been on Vogue 25 times, and, you know, we live in Montecito, and I went to this school and that school, and then I married my husband, and I you know, I've been a philanthropist even before him, and all this other stuff. Just went on and on and on and on and on about herself. Exactly what she's doing right now with a Riviera orchard, with some jam, with her calligraphy. She wanted us to know that she did that herself. That's her calligraphy. Good for you. We probably would care we probably would care, honestly, if you wasn't that person. But so, okay. And we know that already. You used to do that for a living. Write people's address. Invite them to their wedding and stuff and do it for your friends, whatever. But it's always got to be something for her touch, her moment. It's not about the other person or what's going on behind the scenes. It's not what's going on with Polo. It's what's going on with Maghen. Mm-hmm. Yep, it's not about the jam. It's about what's going on with Maghen and how she signed it and how she put, and how, look, and now how it's unsticking.
She has assassinated the calligraphy. So, for example, see, I wouldn't have noticed this because I'm not a calligrapher, but if you are a calligrapher, you notice these things. So, where it says American, it loops over at the end of the N and reads like Americano, which is apparently big.
Coffee.
Yes, exactly. So one thing is that's very important in calligraphy is you have to be able to read the word. And then another thing is all the letters are different heights on the next word along.
Wow.
And anyway, this calligrapher friend of mine just said that this is not a very good example of calligraphy or marketing because the label isn't very clear. It's also, we know it's a name that's quite hard to remember. Can you remember it off the top of your head?
Forgotten already.
No, exactly. It's not Bon Maman. It's not as simple as that, is it, somehow? And then the logo is quite regal looking. I think I saw a little crown at the top. Some people say it's not.
I bet you. But she wants you to think of it.
It's fancy and regal, isn't it? And let's be honest.
It's trying to look like it's more than strawberry jam. It's just strawberry jam. But she's got American Riviera orchard, then this big Duchess symbol that she created for it. Stuck that on there and said, I bet you it has the Duchess of Sussex everywhere. On the executive producer, the owners of this jam, made in Montecito, California, orchard, everything would be, the whole box.
Best we know why, because she's Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. And she always tells us.
And how much would this jar of jam cost?
God, I actually don't know off the top of my head.
I wonder.
But I bet it's expensive.
Not that I'm going to buy it.
Oh, actually, we don't know yet because she's giving it away for free to her
she's
friends.
all heart,
That's why I don't know.
Not for charity, then.
She is going to obviously release them. Her website's still not selling products yet.
There are 50 jars, so she can't possibly be giving it to her friends because she doesn't have 50 friends.
That's actually a really good point, but she would probably dispute that. I mean, she's managed to find 50 people.
No, she doesn't have 50 friends. She has 50 people that she may have addresses to that she decided to send. Send some to Beyonce, send some to George Clooney, Oprah. I told you. All the addresses she probably had in the previous, those are the people she's sending those bottles to. And they're probably looking at this like, there she go. And the only one, to me, that hasn't woken up is Serena. Because she just looked out of place. Excuse me. She did. She looked out of place next to Maghen in her white and her heels. I thought the dress was somewhat appropriate for the occasion, but the shoes, I'm like, oh my God, why is she walking in them heels on that grass like that? Here we go. Sorry.
The Rolodex, you haven't just smashed it on arrival. Imagine if she sent it to Kate, it would go straight in the bin.
What would you do if you got a pot? Would you try it, or would you put it on the mantelpiece?
Sell it on eBay for loads and loads of cash. Proof that I'm underpaid.
Exactly. Fascinating. If it'd only been blackcurrant jam.
Do you like blackcurrant jam?
I do, actually.
It's her grandmother's recipe, you know.
Very well. Do you believe that?
No. So we'd love to know your reaction. Comment below or email reaction.
She said, you know, it's her mother's recipe, Megan's grandmother's recipe. He said, you believe that? No. I love it.
At dailymail.co.uk.
And still to come on the reaction, will the trial of Donald Trump prove to be yet another tactical blunder by his enemies?
And what?
Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to cut the video short. It feels like this one's going on a little long. Or I can speed through this other one. Let's see if I can speed through it. Okay, yes, this one's only 3 minutes, so here we go.
Now, before you go, we have to talk about Prince Harry. It's been a while, and there's news that he's working on a new documentary, a new project for Netflix. They call it a docu-series, but really, Darren, it's a reality show like the last one they did that was just mind-numbingly boring. This one, though, is on a topic that Prince Harry is actually knowledgeable about, polo. But is there a massive market for documentaries on polo, Darren? Who's going to watch this?
Well, absolutely. There clearly isn't a market for that. You know, polo, it's quite a niche sport. I don't think it's overwhelmingly popular anywhere in the world, really. It's basically what I would describe as a sort of a penchant for posh people. But look, this is clearly an attempt to create reality television by masquerading as a documentary on polo, when actually it's a documentary on these two and their penchant for being in the press.
It is about them two. He said it. This ain't about polo and hitting the ball. It's about them two. But it's going to be boring. And people are not going to watch it because it's not going to be fake. I mean, it's not going to be real, authentic. It's going to be fake. She's going to be running around with them flowers and everything's just going to be so perfect. You know, he's playing polo. I'm cooking jam. No, that's not real. And we're going to know it. Just like that flop series. It was a flop because it wasn't real. And you can see the acting. And if they start acting again in these two they're going to fail. They can't do it. They can't get this off the ground. They cannot recover from this. It is unfortunate. And she's trying her damnedest best. Didn't mean to kind of swear with that. But she's trying her jam. She's got jam. That's embarrassing. Let's see what he says. And then I'll let you guys go, I promise. Thanks for hanging out with me for a few.
I would just, in this country now, Rita, we're hearing, because, as you well know, the royal family are going through their own problems at the moment with the His Majesty King Charles III and, of course, the Princess of Wales out of action after cancer diagnosis. And some people are suggesting that we bring back Prince Harry to the United Kingdom in order to help share the burden. Now, I'm sorry, but whilst he was here, he didn't want to share the burden, did he? Meghan Markle didn't like rainy charity galas and good old Blighty. She didn't like a little bit of selfless charitable obligation, because they care more about breast trinkets and getting money from Netflix and all of these other dirty things, selling out their family in order to sell a book that he received quite the helpful advance over. Oh, Rita, they make my skin crawl. Ooh. This isn't about Polo. This is about the prince.
He snapped. He said they make my skin crawl. Like your skin. Like something's crawling up and you don't even know it, and you're like, oh. He snapped. He said, they make my skin crawl. They're a bunch of fake phonies. They are a bunch of fake, phony individuals that people have found out and are sick of them and don't care anymore. We don't. Let her sell her Jimmy-dee-doo. I want to hear him. I want to hear him snap one more time.
Share the burden. Now, I'm sorry, but whilst he was here, he didn't want to share the burden, did he? Meghan Markle didn't like rainy charity galas and good old Blighty. She didn't like a little bit of selfless charitable obligation, because they care more about breast trinkets and getting money from Netflix and all of these other dirty things, selling out their family in order to sell a book that he received quite the helpful advance over. Oh, Rita, they make my skin crawl. This isn't about Polo. This is about the prince. And this isn't about any kind of charitable endeavour. This is about Meghan Markle. They both put themselves first.
This is about Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. He says it. I know I say it a lot. Let's hear someone else say it other than myself.
Crawl. This isn't about Polo. This is about the prince. And this isn't about any kind of charitable endeavour. This is about Meghan Markle. They both put themselves first, and they always have, and they always will. Book that he received quite the helpful advance over. Oh, Rita, they make my skin crawl. This isn't about Polo. This is about the prince. And this isn't about any kind of charitable endeavour. This is about Meghan Markle. They both put themselves...
It's the Mimi show. It's all about Meghan. It's all about her.
First, and they always have, and they always will. I want nothing more to do with them. I'm delighted that they continue to lose their appeals to have the United Kingdom taxpayer basically.
Wow, he has snapped. He said, I want nothing to do with these two. I don't want nothing to do with them. I don't care. They make my skin crawl. It's all about Meghan. I'm sick of her. He doing it. He reading it. He's read it. No, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about these two anymore. And it's not just him. It's the Americans and it's the UK. And we don't care who she sent them 550 jars of So what? You have no friends. That friendship stuff that you're talking about, friendships start at home. Your friends start at home. It tells a story about who you are, your family, and where you come from. It does. Let me just let him finish up, and then I'll let you guys go.
Be responsible for their security whilst they're here. They can pay for it themselves. They're making a pretty penny, Rita. Honestly, the two of them.
Yeah, if they can run out and play polo every day and do a documentary on it, I'm sure they got plenty of money. Maghen. No, she wants everybody to take care of her, and she wants to get the freebies.
Need to be as far away from Britain as possible. And if this acts as a deterrent from them actually coming here, well, don't count on me being too upset. I'll tell you that for free.
Well, you may have to accept them back because there's a court case in the US at the moment wanting to see if Prince Harry lied on his visa application. I think it is about his illicit drug use, and Donald Trump has indicated that he is open to deporting Prince Harry at some point. So if that happens, we shall speak about it at length. Darren Grimes, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thanks very much, Rita.
I like him. He was great. Listen, sorry for taking up too much of your time. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Don't forget to hit like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see if I can take a nap before a little bit gets up. And then I got to cook dinner. Okay?